This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster in My Podcast.
This is a crocodile.
Crocodile Rock.
Mmm.
There's a monster in my podcast.
It's the scaly death machine. Death spin. It's all teeth.
It is one of the most feared and ugliest predators. Did you notice this weird shift in the writing of the Monstrous Manual for these next couple entries?
I really did, which makes me wonder what that is. So we know that there's a split on the art, right?
Yeah. I wonder if it's also for the writing, because this is the amount of time that there's confused issues about the size of this thing is really bonkers. Like, most mature specimens range from 8 to 15 feet long, and some even longer. That's what range means, dog. Like, you don't have to. Many sages argue that crocodiles never stop growing. What is it?
Is that just an excuse? Tell me. You just make it whatever the fuck size you want. Look up the table for a colossal.
The giant crocodiles attain sizes from 21 to 30 feet long, and they also continue to grow until death. So is that within that range? You could just say, make a crocodile as big as you want.
Yep.
Because you can feel them allowing for giant crocodiles. This is one guy who thinks that a gigantic, huge Resident Evil 2 crocodile is the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Well, you know what that is. It's prehistoric Pete, because giant crocodile is just here to be palling around with a Smilodon, which I feel is appropriate.
To prep us for dinosaurs, which comes later, and spoiler, is a really bland entry of this book. So prehistoric Pete can get fucked.
Oh man, I also like the idea that so they build in the one weakness. Otherwise this is just a killing machine made entirely of teeth. They build in the one weakness that cold will slow it down. So they don't mention a cone of cold, or just the cold, just attack them in the winter. So if you're trying to pass through a swamp and there's a crocodile, just wait 6 months.
Winter is the croc hunting season. That is 100% true in real life. As somebody who has right now crocodile jerky in my desk drawer, I can assure you.
Is it crocodile jerky or alligator? What's is it long and rounded, or is it short and stubby?
It's one of the ugliest jerkies I've ever seen. Ugh. And one of the most dangerous. So I most feared and ugliest jerkies in the tropics. These things. There's a great little misread I had in here. So when they talk about its hide, it says the crocodile is covered with a tough, horny hide. And I really, when I was first reading it, I was like, the crocodile is covered and has a tough, horny side. I was like, uh-oh.
You wouldn't like me when I'm horny.
Well, it happens to the best of us, little buddy.
We just call that a little case of boner rage. You're fine.
Yeah. I don't want no crocodile boners for me.
No. Another wonderful turn of phrase in this is hungry crocodiles will sometimes upend boats just to see what falls out.
What's it gonna be?
What's going on?
It's gonna fucking hatch a licky tongue. They're kind of idiots. The mom crocodiles guard the eggs, but not the babies. You're almost there, dipshit.
Well, I mean, it's basically that just makes it a Republican. Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.